Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to week 4 of our math distant learning group. So let's go ahead and give a little quick greeting to everybody. Hello Manuel, hello Elmilcar, Fernando, Gary, Malik, how are you? Samantha, how are you? And Audrina, how are you? Thank you very much for turning in your work with me, Audrina. I really appreciate that, and let's just go ahead and get started with our math. So first we're going to talk about multiplication. We went into a little bit of multiplication before our big break, and I want to just talk about making groups and then combining it all together. So we have to make a group that's an even group to distribute the number evenly. So remember, let's go ahead and read this little section here. So go ahead and follow along. Learn how to multiply by thinking of numbers as groups. It has to be a group. Use the groups of tulips, these little flowers, to help you answer each multiplication problem. Here's the first example. So the example here gives us a total of 6 tulips, right? So, and we're going to divide them evenly into a group. So when we see them circled here, that's one whole group or a set, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3 tulips inside of each group. How many groups do we have altogether? Well, we have 1, and here's another. So we have 2 groups of 3. So in our answers, what I want you to do is answer in sentence form. So in this case, we would say 2 groups with 3 tulips each. Okay? Then the second sentence is going to say there are 6 tulips in total, because if we count them, total means all together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 tulips in total. And a sentence form or our problem would be 2 groups with 3 tulips gives us 6 in total. So 2 times 3 is the 2 groups with 3 tulips each. 2 times 3 equals 6 tulips in total. Okay? So let's do the next one. Let's find out how many groups we have first. How many groups means how many are circled. How many times did we divide it evenly? Well, we have 1 group circled here, 2, 3, 4, 4 groups. So we would write 4 groups with how many tulips in each group? Well, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 tulips in each group. So let's write our answer to our answer box. Click inside the answer box and begin typing. So our first answer, our first sentence here is going to be how many groups? Well, we have 4 groups. Okay, you're going to type in the answer. Oops, let's make them all lowercase. 4 groups with 3 tulips. Okay, so when we hit enter, I fix the box so that it will give us an answer. So once you actually hit enter, you can either hit backspace on your keyboard, or you can hit the tab. Tab is right next to the letter Q. Okay, so that one is giving us a letter A. So this is going to be the second part of our answer, number 1. Okay, so this is the first part, 4 groups with 3 tulips. Or you can just delete it and then begin to type. Okay? So in other words, I want us to have, the tab is pretty much just putting a space underneath our words. Anyway, so the second part of our answer is going to be, there are how many tulips in total? So that means we have to count them all together. So let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tulips all together. Okay? 12 tulips in total. Okay? Now we're going to hit enter again and then tab. So now it's asking us, well, how do we write this in a multiplication form? Let's figure it out. So we got 4 groups, which is going to be how many groups? We have 4. And you're going to use your letter X to write the multiplication sign, okay? You can put a space, or you can just write it all together. 4 times how many in each group? Well, we have 3 in each group. So 4 groups times 3 in each is going to give us, the equal sign is on top next to your backspace. So make sure you just hit the equal sign. Equals, how many do we have in total? Well, we said 12 tulips in total. So let's write 12. That would be the whole answer. So then you're going to write 2, period, and then your tab. Okay? So this is the answer for number 1. There's 3 parts to your answer. I want how many groups, how many tulips, the total of tulips, and then your multiplication form sentence. Okay? Guys, don't forget to turn in your work. I know it's a little complicated, but I just figured out, as soon as you're done watching the video, first, slide 1, slide 2. Slide 1, slide 2. There's a little tiny 1 here, so this is the part where I'm putting my videos for you. This is the part where you're going to do the work yourself and put your answers into the answer box. You cannot write on this part, so try and do whatever work you need to do on a separate piece of paper and write your answers in here. Okay, just follow the steps as I did. When you're turning this in, I put in instructions here for you. What you do, you can do 1 problem a day, or you can do them all together. Okay, everything needs to be turned in by Friday, no later. Okay, this is work that needs to be turned in. If you guys want those rewards, you want those gift cards, turn in your work. Turning in your work is a little bit trickier, so once you close this, when you look on top of your screen, way, way, way on top, you will have to close it completely and then reopen it. Go back into classwork under your Google Class. Go into classwork, click on the complete button after you've typed in all your answers. Click the complete button, and then there should be an option for you to click turn in. Okay? Try not to do the share. I don't think that's the part. that allows you to turn it in. If you have any questions, you guys can message us on how to turn it in, but I want to see these answers, okay? Type in your answers. That's what I'm asking you for, and then we can talk about how to turn it in if you don't understand, okay? Don't forget to go into your Zoom meetings and participate, because that's what we're getting rewards for. Guys, we want to see you guys, and we want to make sure that everything is okay and that you're understanding how to do all of this work. So keep up the good work. I see more and more people logging on, but we're not quite as far as turning it in. And that's okay. As long as you guys are doing the work, you're logging on, you're participating. So when you start turning them in, then you're going to get more credit for that, okay? We're all learning this together, so hang in there, ask questions, don't be shy. There's no, we're not going to hold you accountable for learning and not knowing, pretty much, okay? So take care, guys. Don't forget, message us if you have any questions. Thank you.